Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video I am going to be talking about the NASCAR Cup Series Championship race at Phoenix Raceway. So the championship 4 drivers are Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, Tyler Reddick, and William Byron. I picked Tyler Reddick, and I was hoping Tyler Reddick can get it done today, but unfortunately he was the slowest of the 4 championship drivers, and Penske dominated the championship route. They dominated the championship route this race, and Joey Logano, he practically led the most laps, and Christopher Bell, I mean, let's be honest here. The team Penske, like I won't be surprised Logano would even win this race, and that's what he did. Joey Logano is the 2024 champion. Yes, guys, Joey Logano is now a 3-time freaking champion. And let me just say, this is the most undeserved. This is the most undeserved NASCAR championship ever. This is facts. And when you think about it from a 36 race perspective, doesn't deserve it. But when you're just talking about the 10 races, you can make an argument that he did deserve it. But guys, it doesn't really even matter at this point. NASCAR's not going to change this playoff format. We're going to have this. This is what's going to happen. And as much as I was rooting hard for Ryan Blaney at the end, I wanted Blaney to win to get ahead of Logano, because he deserves it more than Joey Logano. Like his stats are better than Logano's for this year. Logano's regular season has been absolutely garbage, and he somehow wins the championship. Let's be honest here. If Nashville wouldn't even happen, Joey Logano would be out of the playoffs. It's just these scenarios, man. That can just tell you what. These scenarios ultimately can happen. Joey Logano did it Joey Logano came through when it matters most. It's just when in these mattered most situations, Logano always comes through. And when it's in these playoffs, Logano always comes through. So, yeah, guys, it's it is what it is. There's also a lot of storylines heading into this race as well. This is Storehouse Racing's final race as an organization. They're gone after this season. Martin Truex Jr. He's retired now. He ran a throwback paint scheme to his Cup Series debut, which was really nice. I really liked the paint scheme. And unfortunately for Denny Hamlin, his longtime sponsor, FedEx, they're leaving, and it's unfortunate. As a Denny Hamlin fan myself, I was expecting this. I had a feeling that this was going to happen, and it did. So it sucks, but it is what it is. Like, man, FedEx has won with Denny Hamlin for over about 50 races or so. For the majority of Denny Hamlin's wins came with FedEx on the hood. FedEx has the primary paint scheme, so man. Now let's get down to the race itself. Racing was just mid. I gotta say that. This was just average, mid. Man, it was hard to pass. Dirty air was definitely a big factor. But Penske, they were fast. But both Penske forwards were fast. William Byron or Tyler Reddick didn't even have the pace for them. Joey Logano, he was on the outside pole, and Martin Truex Jr. did win the pole for this race. And just gonna say this, Penske, this is their third championship in a row with this next-gen car. A guy that's 15th in points won the title. This was worse than 2018, and I mean worse than 2018, than Logano's 2018 championship. Oh man, but NASCAR's not going to change a thing. So, it is what it is. Congratulations to Joey Logano. He clearly shined through when it matters most, and was able to hold on a hard-charging Ryan Blaney towards the end of this race. And, yeah, then there were non-playoff drivers were definitely a factor. Christopher Bell practically dominated Stage 2, and Blaney ended up winning Stage 2. And Penske practically dominated this race. Championship and in just the actual race itself. So Christopher Bell, like I said, he's one of the playoff drivers that shine. I wanted to see where Denny Hamlin finished. He ended up finishing 11th, so just outside the top 10 finish. So not too bad overall. Bubba Wallace in the top 10, same with Reddick. But I wanted Tyler Reddick to win the championship, especially that 2311 Racing's not gonna have they're not gonna have charters next year. So that is unfortunate, man. 2311 Racing, they are not guaranteed in every race. They're not even going to be guaranteed in the Daytona 500. So that's gut wrenching for sure, definitely, for me as a 2311 Racing fan. But oh my gosh, guys, like this season has been full of wacky moments, and the champion's definitely wacky too. Logano, a three-time champion, a guy that if it wasn't for Nashville wouldn't even make the playoffs because his regular season was so bad. Like, oh my gosh, guys, like, my goodness, my goodness, and it's just, and I mean, there were some, I mean, there's nothing really much to talk about of this race other than the two incidents that happened with Ty Gibbs, getting loose and hitting the outside wall, and then Zane Smith going around. Oh yeah, and let's not forget the ultimate pace car crash that happened like right when one of the restarts were going to happen. Like the pace car driver decided to take a hard left turn and hit the barrels on just on the entrance of pit road. So that was wild. And then we also need to talk about the storylines as well that I just told you guys. Like Truex, this is him being his final race. Storehouse Racing shutting down. Of course, the Championship 4 contenders. Like, and I mean, the racing was just mid. If I have to rate this race, I would give it a 4.5 out of 10. Like, it's just mid. Blaney was closing in on the final laps, though. I was hoping Blaney would pass Logano because Blaney's car was faster, but Logano, man, he just was able to hold on to a hard charging Ryan Blaney at the end. So, ah, but it is what it is. So, yeah, Truex in his final race, he ends up finishing 17th. Um, man, what a season this was, guys. What a season this was. Um, that's practically it. The racing, like I said, has just been made. Uh, just been made. Nothing really exciting even happened other than restarts and then Ryan Blaney closing in. Penske in the championship was dominant. Um, just and then Christopher Bell dominated stage two, and Truex did lead a few laps, and then Logano came through and win stage one. That's about it. That's literally all that happened. And then strategy in stage three, Willie Byron ended up going long, and then after that caution with Zane Smith, ended up having that final race start, and Joey Logano went from fifth to first to take the lead, and Blaney was closing in on the long run, and Logano was able to hold off his teammate and win the championship. That's it. That was the race. Congrats, and you know, gotta give credit when credit is due. But this, again, like I said, the most undeserved championship in NASCAR history. Anyways, that's it for this video. And that wraps up the 2024 NASCAR season. So, anyways, this is Preston signing off. Peace out.